Hi betting experts, on Saturday March the 23rd we've got 8 races televised on ITV on Saturday. One from Bangor where the ground's really heavy and testing. We've got the best of the flat action from Doncaster as the turf season proper kicks in. The ground going to be very soft there too. And at Newbery, overjumps a really good back end sort of card to start the spring. Good to soft ground at the time recording. We start off with our betting expert Daily Nap, sponsored by Bet365. This goes in the 3:15 at Newbery. It's the Mayor's Novice Hurdle Limited Handicap, a Grade 2 series final over 2 miles, 4.5 furlongs. And I'm strong here on Drumley Spud from the red hot Ben Pauling yard. Now, Pauling had a really good winner in Shake 'em Up Harry at the Cheltenham Festival for betting expert followers. He's very unlucky not to have another winner, mugged right on the line. The horse, Harry Redknapp's. His horses are running really well in general. He's had 3 winners in the last 14 days. This talented mare is completely unexposed. She's only run 4 times in total, 3 runs over hurdles, a useful bit of bumper form previously. She's a free-going sort. I think she might settle for the first time here. Last time at Carlisle, she got very tired on testing ground, having pulled hard in the early stages. That certainly helped her opening mark here. I think the more galloping track, a stronger pace will definitely help. Beau Morgan takes off a very handy £5. I think she's really well treated and she should be a very attractive price. Our betting expert value angle selection, sponsored by Bet365, goes in the 240 at Newbery. It's a handicap chase over 2 mile 4, and I'm going to give another chance here to Gustavian, who we've been on several times. He's only won once from 15 career starts over fences, but there are mitigating circumstances. In his early days, he used to make at least one howling jumping error, but he's basically a very sound jumper. He ran really well over this course and distance last time out in a slightly stronger race, I think, jumping superbly under a positive ride and just getting tired from 2 out. He's got a big weights pull here with Heltenham. It's been dropped £2 for that run, which I think is remarkable. Sam Twiston Davis is booked again. Newbery, these demanding fences really suit Gustavian. I'm hoping he can make all the running here. Incidentally, if it rains, which is forecast, that won't harm his chances either. The remaining 6 races on ITV on Saturday, we'll spin through them in time order, starting with the flat at Donny, the 120, the Doncaster Mile, a listed contest here, and I think Holloway Boy is the one to side with. Now, Carl Burke has landed running. He's had a winner in France. His horses are winning on the all-weather, 3 from 11 in the last 14 days. And this one, well, he was a 40-1 shock winner of the Chesham on his racecourse debut at Royal Ascot a couple of years ago. Understandably, as often happens with horses who win first time out, they become very difficult to place. And this was certainly the case with this one. He's been lightly raced and not easy to train, but he did finish up last season with a cracking 4th in the Jersey at the Royal Meeting in June. So he obviously retains all his ability. I think he'll be fit after 9 months off the track, given how well the yard is going, and he does look potentially a class above these rivals. Over to Bangor for the 130, a handicap hurdle over an extended 2 mile 3. Well, we tipped Cheddleton. I think every time he wins or runs well, he's been a real favourite for betting expert followers. He bounced back to his best when winning last time out. I think the key here, he could front run under Sean Quinlan. He's a strong staying galloper who keeps finding for pressure, and if you can get against that far rail on this sharp inner hurdle track at Bangor, it's a very, very big advantage. It's hard for horses to come from off the pace. Over to Newbery, the 210, a cracking novice handicap hurdle, a really good field here, 2 mile 3 furlongs. I think that intermediate trip will really suit ID Wood of Jamie Snowden's. Now, he'd been progressing nicely over hurdles until just tapped for pace in a Grade 2 at Kempton last time out. I think he found the track a bit too sharp there. This much more galloping track over 2 mile 3 will definitely suit him. Gavin Sheehan knows him really well. He's a tough horse who responds to pressure, and I think when the chips are down after the last hit, he might take plenty of passing. Back to Donny for the 225, the Spring Mile. Well, this is a really competitive race for small stakes. Play each way with bookmakers offering extra places if you can get on. May Song is the one for me here. Now, I don't think he's by any way the most unexposed or best treated horse in this race, but I think he'll be fully fit. He's a 7-year-old trained by Alice Haynes, who's been in the winners of late. He comes here on the back of 2 cracking efforts on the all-weather recently, which I think will count for plenty. And the icing on the cake for me, this is a young jockey to look out for over the next few months, Christian Howarth. He's terrific value for his claim. I think he's going to be a young claimer to follow over the next few months as the turf season proper really gets underway. Back to Donny for the Camage at 3 o'clock, a 6 furlong Sprint. Again, this looks very trappy for punters. I'm sticking with Carl Burke's Marshman. His form dropped away a bit last back end, but he was in pretty deep, and this looks a good opportunity on the rating for him to strike first time out with conditions to suit. And finally, back to Doncaster for the day's big betting race at 3:35. Now, I do think this is well worth an interest. A while from the Simon and Ed Crisford yard. Now, he attracted hefty market support on virtually every start in all of these Saturday handicaps last season, but he never really delivered for punters. He crept into the frame on a few occasions, but I'm sure that he's several pounds better than this mark when the cards fall right, and I think fresh first time out is probably the time to catch him under Harry Davis. He needs everything to fall right from off the pace, but they're going to go a really strong gallop and hopefully stop here, and I'm pretty confident a while can weave his way through late and land this valuable prize. Best of luck with all 8 ITV races on Saturday, betting experts, and please remember to like and comment on all of our YouTube videos.